Hello, this is the Convo Guy. Here are three things that I learned from a recent wedding that I attended. Lesson one. Lesson one is your inner circle, your family, your close friends, anyone that you're cool with that's been around your life for a long time. They need a rock with your major decision making on wanting to settle down. You know, there's people who do like courthouse marriage, but they just keep it to themselves. But it's like, yo, like, especially when you come from a culture, we ain't doing like courthouse marriages. I'm gonna let my whole family know. We gonna talk it out. And it's just like, yo, cool, y'all know who I'm finna like settle with. And it's just like, yo, y'all all gonna come to the wedding. We all gonna drink. We all gonna have a good time. We all gonna eat, so that everyone knows of this, rather than like keeping it, in the closet, taking it, to court, and it's just like you and like five people know. So even if they're not on the same page, like the word is out there. Like I'm ready to settle down. So it's just like, you know, even if your parents don't like the individual, it's just like, yo, they're gonna, if they really love you, they're going to try to get to know the woman, try to get to know her family. My overview about lesson one is your inner circle just rocking with the decision that you want to settle down. Because I've seen situations where people, they discuss marriage to themselves, which has its pros and cons. But I respect it further, when your family, an extended family, like when they know what's going on, and there may be disputes, but to if they come together to make this big day happen, then it's like, everyone knows, there's no hidden secrets, you know, like, let's just make this happen. Lesson two is the fact that well, it was a pleasure getting invited. Anyone would feel special getting invited to a wedding, because you feel like you have a special bond with that individual. Yeah, it's like the personal bond you have with that person that's getting married, on top of seeing the individuals that you were or are cool with. So it's like you may be cool with someone, but y'all no longer, y'all don't talk as much, or you may meet up with people that you're like still cool with currently. So it's like a combination of factors. The special bond you have with the person getting married, combined with the relationship you have with the people that you were cool with, or currently cool with, that you were cool with, meaning like you're not as cool with, but you still know of them, or we're currently still cool, and we're just gonna attend this wedding and just have a blast. So it's it made me appreciate the fact that I have these type of people in my inner circle, and that like when we met up, it was a good vibe. There was no hate, even if we beefed in the past, because boys, we're gonna beef over like silly things. But it's just like, man, like when you don't see someone for a long time, you're gonna come together for the good cause, and just have a blast. Like, you're gonna think about your worries, your problems. You're just worried about like getting to see how your homies were doing, you know wanting them to be good, wanting them to just be happy, wanting to just turn up with the people you were once cool with. Because after the wedding, it's back to reality. It's back to working. It's back to supporting your family, your parents, etc. So um, it showed a lot that we're able to pop out and just be us, not just to support the boy getting married, but to just be boys for potentially a last time, because like life be lifing, so you don't know when you're gonna see these people again. So I just respect the fact that everyone went out their way to just come together, make this happen. Boys were boys. Basically, that's lesson two. Lesson three is the fact that the world is unpredictable. The fact, when you get older, you start realizing that when you're a kid, you could pick and choose which events you want to come to. When you get older, it's like you start thinking about, I don't know about other people, but I start thinking about outside the box. Like, man, if I got invited to this event, I got invited to it for a reason. I'm a deep thinker. It's like, man, especially like the way life has been, ever since 2020, life hasn't been the same. So it's just like, man, like the quality of life hasn't been the same. You don't see people as much. People in your inner circle start mysteriously dying. It's like, man, you don't want to hear the news of like, man, like I was once cool with this individual, so and so happened, like man, like I should have attended this event that I had the opportunity to attend, because we're not kids, you don't have that mobility that we once had, you know. I mean, I see you Saturday, but I'll see you Tuesday. Like when you're getting older, like yo, like it's normal to not see someone for 5 years. And it's just like, man, like so I took advantage of the fact that, you know, life be lifing all of us. So let me take advantage and, see this individual, especially since we're living in very unpredictable, unstable times. There's war everywhere. There's instability. There's fires raging in the West Coast. There's a snowstorm that's pending. So, it makes you appreciate life more when you go to events, especially when you get older. You don't want to be 50 years old looking back at events that you should have attended, you know. Luke, it's a pleasure having you as a homeboy, and have a happy marriage. And I'm confident that we'll see each other in the future.